Hey, this is Avram Gonzales from Digital Harvest, and today I want to share with you a presentation that I did for some referral partners here in the Albuquerque Metro area on search engine optimization for roofing companies. And the reason I wanted to put this online and share what I shared with them is because I know for a fact that a roofing company out there will find this useful as we dive into the 3 hidden benefits of search engine optimization for roofing companies. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of roofers out there who are already operating at capacity, don't necessarily need more business, but don't understand what search engine optimization could do for their company that they're just not seeing. I'm going to pull the curtain back here and talk about those 3 hidden benefits here today, and I think that some folks will be surprised in learning about them. The purpose of the presentation and what I'm sharing here is for us at Digital Harvest to earn an introduction to a qualified roofing company. And so as we go through here, you'll see that perhaps you or somebody you know could really benefit from our services or taking a closer look at what search engine optimization can do for a roofing company here in Albuquerque or even beyond. So let's talk about it. What is SEO for roofers? What is search engine optimization? And specifically, you can see here on the screen that there's a search engine result pulled up for the search term Albuquerque roof repair. This is on Google, and you'll see the blue circles on the screen indicate the areas that we can affect with search engine optimization to help bring more visibility to a roofing company. And so what we're talking about specifically today is not the ads and things that you can run on Google for roofing, but more specifically what the search engine optimization side can do. And so we have the Google Maps is one place where businesses can get visibility, as well as what we call the Google Organic, and that's that bottom section, the top 10 search results that show up. Moving on, I mentioned this earlier that most roofers don't need more leads or more marketing. They're already operating at capacity. So roofers don't need any more leads or any more marketing. That's what search engine optimization is usually known for, is generating more leads in business. Well, then why would you want to do it in the first place? Well, there's actually 3 reasons. And here are these hidden benefits. I'm going to go into more detail in just a moment. But we can help roofers make more money on each job. We can help them create more easy to close estimates. And we can help them own their own leads. And so let's talk about each of these and break them down. Hidden benefit number 1 of search engine optimization for roofers is that we can help them make more money on each job. So do you have a friend that always has to be the center of attention? And as soon as you stop giving them the attention, suddenly they become loud, obnoxious. They're going to do everything they can to bring the attention back to them. Well, when it comes to advertising a roofing business, sometimes you have to make some noise to cut through the chatter and reach the people that are looking for your services. And that might be the case with some social media advertising, Valpak, maybe some of your more generic TV or radio advertising. These different methodologies require you to discount or incentivize your services in order to get the phone ring. Because everybody else is doing the same. They're making a lot of noise. Sometimes you have to do things, discount or incentivize, and bring the price down in different ways in order to cut through the noise and the chaos that's online. So we can help roofers make more money on each job because they're not going to have to discount their services or do anything special, any sort of discounts or incentivizing in order to do that. And furthermore, we'll talk about this in the second benefit, but positioning plays a big part. When people are coming to the business to do business with them, you're already positioned to sell your product at full price and not have to be giving anything up just to win the deal. That brings us to hidden benefit number 2 for search engine optimization for roofing companies, easy to close estimates. Okay, customers are asking to be sold when they come to you and they find you through Google and find you through different search engines. Taking a step back here, I think about a time when I was in college. I had a friend named Brandon, probably the ugliest guy I've ever met. And when we would go to the bar, Brandon would go out and he would hit on every girl he could possibly find. He knew the law of averages. Eventually somebody would say yes. But here's the deal. When he did get somebody's number, he never actually knew if they were really interested. Why? Well, she could have given him the phone number because she just wanted him to go away. She could have given him the phone number because she felt sorry or bad for him. She could have given him the phone number for all these different reasons that have nothing to do with actually being interested. Now, here's where it gets interesting. There was one time that we went out and Brandon was approached by a young lady who was interested in him. And how do we know she was interested? She came to him and gave him her phone number. There was no question about whether she wanted him to call her. That relationship lasted for 7 years. And that's the power of search engine optimization for a roofing company, is that when they come to you, customers are asking to be sold, and it's a very different conversation. The roofing company spends less time going out and dealing with tire kickers and striking out on estimates. They're going to close more of those estimates, and it's just going to create more ease throughout the organization. Hidden benefit number 3. Roofers can own their own leads by deploying search engine optimization. So any roofer that's been out for any amount of time has probably dealt with Home Advisor and other services that offer something called shared leads. Shared leads are simply leads that are given to multiple companies at the same time, and then those companies compete to win the business. So in the example of Home Advisor, when a prospect goes to Home Advisor and puts their information in, that information gets shot out and sold to 3, 5, 10, or even more roofers in the area to then call them back and hopefully win the job. This is a terrible situation for any company, let alone roofers, to have to race to the bottom to win the bid. So you have to be quick with it in order to get it. You may have to heavily discount and incentivize in order to win that bid. And you may not even know if the lead is a qualified lead in the first place. And Home Advisor has been under recent scrutiny for selling leads that were not real leads and selling it to multiple people and making off with all their money. With search engine optimization, a roofer can own their own leads. They can generate their own leads through their website that are branded to them, meaning that if they came in for ABC Roofing and they go to the website, when they call, they're looking for ABC Roofing. And that's a powerful place to be, like we mentioned in hidden benefit number 2. The positioning makes it better. Also, for those roofers that eventually want to make an exit, they want to maybe sell the business or sell it to a successor or pass it on, the website becomes worth something when you supercharge it with search engine optimization. You can look at a future investor and you can tell them, listen, we have historic data. This is how much business the website and our online presence in our brand generates year over year without having to do anything. So by owning your own leads, there are a multitude of different benefits versus giving all your money away to Home Advisor. Last thing I'll leave you with is a metaphor for this. You think about real estate and you think about owning versus renting. When you are renting, you are giving your money every single month in exchange for housing, but you're not building any sort of equity. You're not building any sort of wealth. Versus owning, every time you cut that check to the bank, some of it goes towards the principal of the home and builds the equity over time. The same concept is true with search engine optimization in regards to a website and how a roofer can utilize it for this hidden benefit. So in wrapping up and summarizing some of this information, number 1, we talked about making more money on each job. Number 2, we talked about how we can make estimates easier to close. And number 3, we talked about the powerful impacts of owning their own leads. What I'm here doing is looking for an introduction. I'd like an introduction to one of these 2 companies here for a variety of different reasons. I won't go into all of them here. Everguard Roofing is a company that's caught our attention here. It's women-owned here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. They're also in the middle of a transition. They hired on a marketing and sales manager, Jimmy Tran. So we know that Jimmy is coming in and probably doing an audit of all of their online marketing and the presence. And now is the time to get a second opinion about what we can do in order to help them move the business forward in all the ways that we talked about today. Also, Zia Roofing and Gutters. Owner is Sergio Hernandez. I'd like to get an introduction to him. And we know from all the research that we did, his company would be a great candidate for our services as well. And finally, if you know somebody that's not one of these two companies, but it's been in business for at least 3 years in the Albuquerque area, an introduction to them would be beneficial and very much appreciated from us as well. There's so much that we can do for roofers in Albuquerque with just our search engine optimization services. So I thank you for your time today in listening to our presentation on the 3 hidden benefits of SEO for roofing companies. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. All the information should be below this video. And if you know somebody that would benefit from this information, please pass it along. Thanks so much for listening. Bye for now.